Let go to grow. The art of surrender is not about giving up, and it is not about losing. It is about releasing the things we grip so tightly that they begin to hurt us. It is about loosening our hands when holding on only burns. Surrender is not defeat. It is the beginning of growth, the first step toward living lighter, freer, and stronger than before. Maya trained for months with relentless focus. Early alarms pulled her from sleep before dawn. Weekend mornings disappeared into long runs that stretched across miles of empty streets. Her fridge filled with protein shakes, her calendar crowded with workouts and split times. Shoes lined neatly by the door, each pair worn thinner by her discipline. She told herself this was proof of her strength, evidence of her determination. But beneath that drive was something quieter, a need to prove she was enough. Her body whispered another story. At first, just an ache in her knee, the kind of discomfort she could take, ice, or ignore. But over weeks, the whisper grew louder. Every long run left her limping. Every step carried a sharp reminder. In the grocery store, strangers glanced as she favored her leg. She brushed it off with a smile, but she knew. Her body wasn't growing stronger, it was breaking. March 15th stared back at her from the calendar, circled in red like a deadline she couldn't escape. That date wasn't just race day, it had become her test, her measure of worth. She told herself if she didn't show up, she was weak. If she couldn't finish, it meant she had failed. Deep down, her private fear was heavier than the pain in her knee. If she let go of this race, maybe she wasn't enough. The breaking point came quietly. One morning, she laced her shoes, stretched, and tried to run, but the pain stopped her in her tracks. Her body refused. She sank to the floor of her bedroom, tears falling, shoes still tied. For the first time, she didn't push through. She paused. In that silence, she felt both the weight of disappointment and the first breath of honesty. She reached for her notebook, the same one she usually filled with training times and goals. But this time, no numbers. Instead, she wrote down the fear itself. I'm afraid stopping means I've failed. I'm afraid missing March 15th means I'm not disciplined enough, not tough enough. On the page, the fear looked smaller than it had in her head. She drew 3 boxes, labeling them control, influence, and accept. In the box for control, she wrote, how I treat my body, the honesty I bring to my choices. For influence, how I talk to my coach, how I set expectations with friends, how I redefine strength. And in accept, the knee injury, the missed race, the truth that March 15th would not be her day. Then she chose one act of truth. She typed a message to her coach. My knee isn't healing. I can't run March 15th. I need a recovery plan and a new timeline. Her coach replied with kindness disguised as relief. Thank you for telling me. We'll adjust. You don't prove toughness by pushing through pain. Strength is knowing when to reset. Her friends didn't see weakness in her honesty. They saw courage. They showed up with new ideas, walks together, low-impact workouts, even quiet encouragement to rest. The conversations softened. Her body began to heal. Her energy slowly returned. This is what surrender really is. Not defeat, not giving up, but releasing the illusion that clinging harder will fix what is broken. It is saying yes to reality, so you can act with clarity. When Maya let go of March 15th, she grew in a way no finish line could measure. She discovered her worth was never tied to a single date. It lived in her honesty, her resilience, and her freedom to begin again, lighter. If you are holding on too tightly today, you don't need a marathon to learn this lesson. You only need 5 minutes of honesty. First, name the fear. Write it in a sentence. I'm afraid that letting go of means. Next, sort it into the boxes. Control, influence, accept. Finally, choose one act of truth, one message, one boundary, one step that resets your direction. Letting go is not weakness, it is strength in another form. When you stop forcing the locked door, you realize it was never the way forward. Your life does not shrink. When you surrender, it expands. You are not failing. You are beginning again. This time, lighter.